Good morning. This is the market update for Sunday, July 1st. Huge rally on Friday, of course, driven by news. Actually, when you consider that the rally happened on Thursday, an absolutely massive rally. We've essentially rallied 450 points in the matter of a day, really, thanks to that late day rally. This market has become very, very predictable, like it did back in August through October of last year. By that, I mean I was pretty much calling these moves in the overall market based on the rumors we expected to come out of Europe, because Europe has been the big driving force behind this. We did not have a sell-off into the Thursday summit, so you recall I said we would likely see a down day on Thursday. Didn't think it would be down to the extent it was, 180 plus points. But still, as I said as well, expect late on Thursday for some sort of bullshit rumor or something out of Europe to slap the market back. And sure enough, we got rumors of a deal in the European nations that actually became official after hours Thursday. Europe allowed to actually inject money into the banks, which is a big deal in my opinion, and could push this European crisis to the sidelines, at least for the next couple of weeks. So, let's not hold our breath here, guys. If we can get 2 to 3 weeks without the nonsense from Europe, I think that's a great thing. And as such, another huge rally on Friday, 270 points, extremely overbought. But overbought can become even more overbought, especially with the excuse that Europe is not sinking into the sea, sort of off to the sidelines. Now, we did get some negative news from China. It's really going to depend how it is spun tomorrow. And actually, how they spin the Chinese news tomorrow will probably give us an idea of how the market's going to be over the next couple of weeks. The manufacturing data from China came in yet again weaker. Weakest reading since November of last year. Now, it did come in slightly above expectations, so that may be the slant on it. And the other slant on it is definitely going to be their exports are slowing down, domestic growth is slowing down, so China is about to embark on another massive liquidity pump into their system. And if the market is in bull mode indeed, that will be spun positively. Now remember, this is a choppy week. The market is closed a half day on Tuesday, full day on Wednesday. And then we have a lot of economic reports coming out this week starting tomorrow. ISMs finished off on Friday with the big jobs report that again is expected to have kind of poor numbers. And poor numbers again in an environment like this will be spun as the trigger for the Fed to go on and start QE3, which is only a matter of time before they start that. Now, looking at the 15-minute chart, you can see the 12,450 level held like a champ. They were unable to break this level despite many, many attempts last week, and that I view as bullish. This is also the line in the sand. As long as we stay above 12,450 for the next 2 months, we stay in bull mode. Breaks below 12,450, we look to short and we go all cash and look to trade that. But this is our line in the sand right now going forward. Now you recall on the last video I left this line in place, and it just shows you the choppiness that has happened on the market over the last few days. We've managed to bounce back into this bearish rising wedge, and the level we are going to be looking at, I mean, we essentially closed above the previous spike highs, which is considered bullish, but I would like to see some follow through on this tomorrow. As I've been saying, I would be very, very, very surprised if we do not break the highs into the middle to late part of July, into the earnings release report. So we could have some serious upside momentum in this market, and this sell-off that we had and these numerous big dips have sucked in a lot of shorts over the last 3 to 4 weeks, and that will be our fuel to power up to this level in the near term. Russell 2K, absolutely huge move on Friday, up 20 plus points. Breakout from that resistance that we've been fighting since May. We broke back into that channel that was in place all year. Next target is that 84 level, but we're about to hit that 81 level that we had as our target a couple of weeks ago when we started saying to pick up some calls on this one. And next stop, 83, 84 here. Russell 2K chart looks really, really bullish in my opinion. And, you know, with this holiday shortened week, small caps tend to do very, very well around this time of the year, around the July 4th holiday, especially when you get half days and full day market closes. Traders typically tend to move to the speculative stocks. Anyway, let's jump into some chart setups. Let's start off with the turd of the week, TELK. On a positive note, it's managed to hold above the 2 level. 225 looks to be the breakout here. The news that the bears hammered this stock on last week, of course, did not come to fruition. So, you know, this is the kind of stock that hopefully can bounce back up to the 250 and get us out at least with minimal losses. Once this trade has finally ended, you know, and we've exited our position, I'm going to do a video on it so we can go over and try and learn something from our screw-ups on this trade. ALVR, you know, I said it the last time, it looked like it had bottomed out, but this time it definitely looks like it has bottomed out. We'd be keeping a very close eye on it for breakthrough 42 cents. That reminds me a lot of CRME, how we were really positive on that stock. It took about 2-3 weeks for it to finally go. So, you know, here we are, week 3, week 4 on this one. Let's see if we can get go on it. All the indicators are deeply oversold, and we're actually looking at stochastics finally trying to break the 20 level, and that in the past has been the cue for a big move in the stock. The last time it happening in April, and the stock went up 40% in the course of 3 days. OPXT continues to move slowly higher, but the stock that really is the driver of this is OCLR. Was able to bounce back after the Thursday dip. 315 is the breakout here. 354 is target, and of course on OPXT, 130 gives 140 plus on this one. HILL. Actually, I need to adjust this chart. Hammered on quarter end window dressing. Again, back down to support. Remember, these guys are cash rich, profitable. The only reason it sold off is it got removed from an index. Sometimes it just shows you how nonsensical these indexes are and these ETFs are when they get rid of stocks that actually make money and include stocks that never have any hope of making money. But there you go. Stupidity. What kind of word is that? Stupid hedge fund mechanics equals opportunity for us. 120 break again. 125, 140 target, just like the last time when we jumped in this one. We were patient for a couple of days, and then over the course of the week ran from, 114 to 140, so you can't beat that. Deeply oversold, etc., etc. Stochastics down in the oversold level. Wait and see time. AVII, small cap play, nice little range of between 61 and 70 cents. I'd be a buyer 64 cents and under with 60 cent stops, and just wait for the bounce back on it. DCTH finally went on Friday. Nice little breakout in play here. 180 is the first target. 50-day moving average, $2 is second target. And stops on this one right now, I would be looking to placing my stops at the low on Friday, which is $1.57. RSI about to break 50. Unbalanced volume showing the big time accumulation here. And again, this is one of my favorite technical setups on a chart. So let's see this one get up here so that I can do a video outlining why you always want to look for setups like this one. URZ, uranium stock. Actually, I'm quite surprised. All the uranium stocks are on the Popper scanner. I only actually put a couple on them, the best charts, but they're all on the Popper scanner, and usually that indicates a potential sector move. Perhaps Japan starting up its nuclear reactors today could be the catalyst here. 150 is the breakout. Stops would be the 50-day moving average at 141. As you can see, there is a nice uptrend in stochastics. Definitely one to keep an eye on this week. UEC is the other one on the pop scan. Breakout is 50-day moving average 234. Target is actually, you know what? Let's start off right here. We're going to go over the popper scans tonight. Here's one of the first stocks on it. 234 is the break. 260 plus is the target. Again, another sector play. And, you know, I haven't done this in a while, so let's just go over some of this weekend's popper scan plays, potential setups. HNSN breakout is 231. 50-day moving average is 243. My stops would be the 226 level, which is where it closed on Friday. RSI about to break 50. PWAV. That is not PWAV. PWAV. Potential bottom play on this one as well. I would love to see a dip on this to add, but the breakout on the pop scan is 75 cents. And first target would be a move to that 50-day moving average at 87, which stops at 70. Aside from the popper scan, this one, you know, if it dipped back to 70, 71 cents, I'd consider an entry with 68, 69 cent stops. CERS. Breakout 340, as you can see here, previous resistance line. 350, 360 would be the target zone here. Again, this one trying to break out of a range. RSI up through 50. Stochastics in sort of an uptrend here. So you can see the theme here. A lot of these range-bound stocks are trying to break out. And these have actually been the stronger breakout stocks lately. Case in point recently would be PSUN, you know, that was ranging within a 20-cent range, and then finally looks like it's on its serious big-time move here. URZ is on the pop scan. We already went over that one a few minutes ago. CHTP, biotech tanker, that has been trying to break out. 155 would be the breakout here. Friday, you know, quarter end. Target on that break would be a move to the 50-day moving average, 175. 148 would be my stops on this one. I keep them pretty tight, so 7-cent downside risk. And, you know, if we do see some crazy momentum, biotech stocks are going to be the ones that lead. DNN, this is a really heavy volume play, but multi-year breakout. Well, let me see. Let's pull up a 2-year chart. As you can see, 455 would be the break. 475 is usually the magnet on breakouts like this. 475 to 5. Stops would be 443. So definitely multi-year breakout possibilities on this one over the next couple of days. MRGE, this was a big winner from the pop scan on Thursday and continued again on Friday. Breakout 295. Previous high back there, and a breakthrough this $2.95 $3 level could give a pretty quick move up to the $3.25 gap fill. Stops will be $2.86, so you know, 9-cent risk, but on that 9-cent risk there's the potential for 30 cents in gains. UNTD, United Online, Boone actually mentioned this in the chat room on Thursday as a breakout play. 413 looks pretty good. 439, which was a previous range to 450, would be the target here, and stops would be the breakout that happened at 413. This is not much more above it, so decent risk reward going into tomorrow on this one. UEC, we already went over that one. Coco, Corinthian Colleges education stock, breakout on this one is 3, and this is another range-bound stock that's trying to break both its 50 and 200-day moving average. 320, first target, stops, 291. Definitely one to keep an eye on tomorrow. And then last but not least, we've already gone over it, DCTH on the pop scan, and looks really, really nice for continuation this week. It actually reminds me a lot of Gale and how that one broke out last week. You know, it had been in this little tight range, broke the 160 and ended up running 20%. So we could be seeing similar here on DCTH over the next couple of days. So that's it for the weekend update. I hope you find going over this pop scan informational. If you've got any questions, shoot me an email, feedback buysellshort.com or .net. And actually, while I'm here, I'm going to start posting articles on the website. So if you've got articles, finance, business related articles you write, you read, that you think we might find informative, shoot me an email. I'll put it on the website. Anyways, if you want more information on that, just hit me up in the chat room tomorrow. So I'll see you guys there. Goodbye.